All right, I know, we know you have been scouting the internet and watching all of the videos just to know where you're moving next, right? And guess what? Knoxville, Tennessee keeps coming up. Well, today, Christian and I are going to give you the real scoop of why Knoxville might not be the place for you. If this is your first time in the channel, subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first one to know about the current market in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm Hilmar.
And I'm Christian with Castillo Realty, and we get calls from people just like you every single day. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, please feel free to reach out to us. Our information is in the description below, and you can book a Zoom call with us so you can have a one-on-one time with Hilmar or myself. So we'd love to help you make a smooth move to Knoxville, Tennessee. If you're looking for a crowded, overpriced, just kind of an all-around bad place to live, Knoxville just really isn't it. Today, we're going to compare Knoxville to those other big cities and kind of tell you why Knoxville is the best place to live on earth and also why you shouldn't move here. All right, so first off, let's talk about one of the biggest reasons you shouldn't move to Knoxville, Tennessee, and it's the cost of living. Right? I mean, compared to places like Chicago or New York, our cost of living is just so significantly less. Why would you want to move to a place like Knoxville? Because truly, what's the excitement in an affordable home, right? You're in a comfortable spot. You're near places you want to be.
So bad.
Who would want that?
No, and seriously, if you are into getting a cozy home with a yard, Knoxville will be the place for you. But if you are into this sacrificing the luxury of 3 meals to just live in a cramped apartment, then Knoxville is not for you. It is almost offensive on how livable this city is. And there's traffic, or we can say the lack of. Because if you need to be cramped in for hours and hours to bond with your neighbor, Knoxville is not for you. Here, we can get anywhere 20-25 minutes, even during the rush hour. 30 at the most.
All right, now I'm going to come in with a little bit of a reality check now. Okay, as much fun as we're having making this video, because we are being super silly, Knoxville does actually have a good little bit of traffic. Okay, I would say around 5:30 to maybe 6:30. Okay, we do have moving traffic now. I would never say that it is standstill traffic at around that area in rush hour. So I would say generally something that normally takes you 10 to 15 minutes would probably take you 35 to 40 on a really bad day. But anyways, back to the silliness. We hate Knoxville and everything it stands for. If you're looking for towering skyline that will absolutely block out the sun and will make you feel like a tiny insignificant ant, then Knoxville may not be the place for you. Don't get me wrong, we do have some beautiful buildings, like we have the Sun Sphere, which is gorgeous and iconic, but we are not a concrete jungle. We actually have a few things, and Hilmar can tell you all about that.
No, yes, we got instead nature, parks, trails, and the Smoky Mountains right in our backyard. But if you prefer feeling cramped into concrete, Knoxville is not the place for you. And honestly, there are some people that will not move here because of it.
Sure.
People love their concrete, people love their big cities, people love the 100+ floors buildings, and Knoxville is none of that. Oh, and don't get me started about entertainment. There's plenty of live music. Very good live music, local venues, big concerts, festivals, something happening every single time.
Yeah, and guess what? It's not just big acts either, okay? We have small town local heroes around here who perform all over town. There are art festivals, local markets, and even an opera scene. So we truly do have everything from big festivals to big concerts to small hometown concerts to local artists and everything else in between. Okay, it's like Knoxville wants you to have fun.
You can have a few more hours of fun instead of in traffic. There are some cities that people spend 2 and 3 hours a
Seriously.
day driving back and forth from work.
Yeah.
And Knoxville is none of that.
No. Imagine enjoying your life. Couldn't be me.
It might not be for you if you're not into that.
All right, and another thing that's just absolutely horrible is the community here, right? The fact that you can go to some place like downtown, the old city, something like that, and have a conversation with somebody and maybe enjoy your time, it's horrible. The amount of people that I've ran into randomly on the street where I've actually had a meaningful conversation with them has been, just too much for me to handle.
People here still waves at you when you passing by in your car.
Yes.
That's Knoxville.
Right, that good old Southern charm, man. I remember when I was growing up, because we grew up in Seymour and now we live in Knoxville. And when we grew up in Seymour, it was every single person always, hey buddy, how's it going? And now that we're in Knoxville, I have seen that a little bit less, but I will still, every time I come home, all my neighbors, as I come in through my neighborhood, all my neighbors are like, hey buddy, how's it going? Hey buddy, how's it going? Personally, I love that. But there's many people that I know that don't want to have a good time, don't want to get to know their neighbors, don't even want to say hi. And if that's who you are,
then Knoxville is not for you. Oh, food, Christian. We have from the very smallest shack to the high-end restaurants. And if you are one that likes the chain food and chain restaurants, Knoxville might be an unwelcome surprise for you.
and not to forget, Knoxville has some amazing barbecue. The breweries around here, they're just too many. Where else can you go to get a delicious coconut flavored chocolatey stout? You know what I mean? Ugh, I'd hate to find something like that at Alliance Brewing.
Yep. Nothing but beauty here.
Right.
Trails for miles, nature, wildlife. If you are into the concrete and artificial lakes, Knoxville will be a huge disappointment for you. And all of those leaf changes, gaudy, honestly.
Okay, hold on. Let's cut back a little to reality for a quick second. I'm not gonna lie, I hate having to rake up leaves. Okay.
And allergies.
Oh,
when that
the
happens,
allergies are a big mess, but we do deal with it because the place is actually incredible to live in. Truly, okay. But God, fall, changing leaves,
or the beautiful bloomings and spring.
Oh, okay. Well, let's the dogwood trees.
We're talking about why you don't want to live here. And if you don't want to go through beautiful trails of dogwood trees during the spring, Knoxville is not the place.
I don't want to go through the trails with dogwood spring.
You probably have seen in some of our other videos where we drive through streets that there's pink marks on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Those are for the dogwood trails that
Yes.
happens during the blooming of those. And you go to the city website and you can look at them where the trails are. And people really plan those on purpose. So you drive through their streets during that time. So
Or-
if you're not that person,
Or you can just watch our video on the next dogwood trail.
it'll come.
So there you go. Knoxville doesn't have all the things that you just absolutely adore about a big city. Sky-high costs, gridlocked traffic, faceless interactions, those things that bring everybody the amounts of joy that just make their heart burst. It's kind of like Knoxville wants you to have a balanced and wonderful life.
Now, if you like your life to be harder, costly, not friendly, Knoxville is not the right place for you. But if for some weird reason you do enjoy good food, nice neighbors, a lot of activities, outdoors, then we might have to see you here.
You've been warned, honestly. If you're into the whole suffering thing and you like a big city, that's fantastic. Knoxville might not be the place for you. Okay. But if what we've talked about has been kind of enjoyable for you and you like those aspects of a city, please, Knoxville would love to have you, and we'd love to be the real estate agents to make that happen for you. So don't ever forget to reach out to us. Our information is in the description below.
If you did like this video, we enjoyed it. We hope you did. Please like, share, subscribe so you don't miss a beat every time we post a video.
Yeah, I'd hate to live in Knoxville, man. Jeez. Awesome. Wow, on the first take, huh? Okay.
Wow. Ta-da!